It is a cold and blustery morning this morning. It's a good day to spend behind the desk. 80 click winds. The school buses have been canceled for this area because of the snow drifts and poor visibility. This weather's just gross. And I'm looking at the forecast, and today I think it's supposed to be around that minus 15. A little bit of snow. They're talking winds up, gusting to 80, and then decreasing throughout the afternoon. We're looking at a temperature overnight of minus 19 with wind chill up at minus 32. So just a miserable night. And then as we move forward, we're looking at daytime high of 11 on Thursday, and it's staying at 11 overnight, warming into Friday minus 4, and then further warming into Saturday at plus 7, and then cooling off again Sunday 2, overnight low of minus 11, and then progressively getting colder as we go into next week. So a little bit of variability with the weather, and I'm kind of looking forward to this because this is one of the reasons why I put this cooler unit in my shed, just to help take the edge off those warming swings, to provide more stability of the temperature within the shed throughout the winter. So, the bees will stay within cluster like this, regardless of the outdoor temperature, rather than, this, keeping them in their boxes through the warm spells with airflow. So on that 7-degree day, and I'm sure I'd be able to hold them in their boxes just fine with a lot of airflow to manage, what I've done all these years is just pump the air through the building, remove the heat, and my objective was to make the indoor temperature the same as the outdoor temperature, right? But being 7 degrees, and my shed full of bees kicking off heat, I bet you the temperature starts to escalate. So what I'm going to do on Friday, as minus 4 should be cold enough to pump the air through to keep the shed about where I want it at that 4 degrees. I'm going to turn that cooler on that evening, or maybe in the next morning as the temperature starts to warm, and keep that shed exactly where I want it, and keep it on there Saturday, keep it on through Sunday. Sunday's supposed to be 2 degrees but snow, and then turn it off again on Monday. And that is my plan, and I'm going to be utilizing this investment. So my idea is to keep them from bearding, because it always seems the colonies, as they expand their cluster and contract, and expand and contract, and in the warming days they start to beard, and the colonies that beard seem to be the ones that exhibit the most stress. I'm almost wondering that if they're not, just that variability of temperatures, and they're going like this, and the amount of humidity and ventilation and maintenance of their cluster temperatures, I often wonder if that starts to give them gut aches. Because when they're bearding up the front, because they're too hot, maybe not getting enough airflow through, they seem to get shitty around the front. So what I want to see is if I can manage bearding within my shed, to see if it helps manage that stressful poop on the front entrance, on the big ones that cluster. I'm not going to eliminate the poopiness on the front of the colonies as we go later into the winter, but I hope to see an improvement of the condition of the colonies later into winter by relieving them of these stress events. So we'll see. Crank it up.